Dark games.
So here we are. We're at Backpack Show After Dark Special Game Edition. Kerry, we have a third guest who's a host, the voice of NBA Jams, NFL Blitz, several other games, Mutant League Football and beyond.
Voice of the Backpack Show.
Voice of the Backpack Show for damn sure. Tim Kitzrow is joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Kitzrow.
Wow, Chris and Kerry, I can't believe it. Who's that guy behind me there with the headphones on looking like he's some kind of superstar in the game industry?
That's Mr. Boomshakalaka.
That's him right back there. How are
One
you
of the
guys?
only people we know personally that has, quotes in the vernacular of the world for decades to come. Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it?
Today, we're going to play a game carried by Eric Poses, the official game person of the Backpack Show.
All right,
So Loaded Question is the official
loaded question
of the Backpack Show. But this is Happy Endings, which is possibly going to be the official game of Backpack Show After Dark.
You know, I warned people that there might be adult situations on the show tonight, and then I was pretty convinced, as I said, with all of our Peter Pan complexes, we could never get into adult situations. But, Kerry, you proved me wrong. Coming up with the late night blue hour stuff here. Naughty questions.
We can only hope.
Happy endings.
Happy endings is forthcoming.
That's what you get at the Dairy Queen, right? When you get the Blizzard, you ask them for the happy ending sprinkles.
I never get the happy ending because they give me the wrong thing 100% of the time. I'm starting to think that it's me, Tim.
It probably is, Kerry.
It probably is. Hello. So if you
Hi,
would
guys.
like to play happy endings with me and Chris Brogan and Tim Kitzrow, you can join us in the studio after Chris plays our new Backpack Show After Dark opener that he's so in love with. It says game on.
I have the feeling that, once we get this new game show version of the background where we use Tim's incredible voiceover talents, we're going to have even more fun.
Adult situations may be contained in tonight's show. Viewer discretion is encouraged.
Hey, Ian. So you can actually join us live in the studio if you want to be on video doing these questions with us. We're doing the game Happy Endings by Eric Poses, maker of Loaded Questions, more than one Big Lebowski game, and also Awkward Family Photos.
Now, we're not playing it properly, just so you know.
That's the fun way to do it.
Doing a modified version that plays better on TV. So that's what we're going to do.
How come my questions are different than your questions? Oh, okay. There's a whole bunch of cards in here that say just, I enjoyed a happy ending from.
Right. Look for the big ones. So there's little cards and big ones.
Oh, I'm doing it wrong. And you said this out loud twice and I didn't listen.
Chris, we went over this in rehearsal. How many times? Come on, man. Come on. Are you a professional?
Line. What's my line?
Well, Backpack Show After Dark is obviously for a little bit more of a mature audience. So
Cinemax audience.
Right. Exactly.
It's Backpack After Dark.
So obviously Happy Endings is a little bit suggestive as games go, but definitely it's Cinemax. It's not Pornhub. So I think we'll be okay. But if you want to come and play with us, these are fun. They're kind of like dirty loaded questions.
Softcore gaming.
Tim, when you were doing all the voice work for games and otherwise, were you doing it? Was there ever a moment for some risque questions, or did anything like that ever happen in your lines?
Well, we had, you stay in the studio for hours and hours, and it's like being in a fraternity house or at the bar. You end up getting crazy and silly with everybody. And so we did our blue hour kind of X-rated versions to have fun. And one of them actually surfaced in a code of the game that could be unlocked. And so there's an X-rated NBA Jam version out there somewhere.
Shut up.
You can Google it. Someone's got the file online.
I mean, everything that exists, there's porn for it, right? It's just how it goes.
So Kerry just corrected me that I now have the right cards. Evidently, size matters.
Yeah.
Come play with us. Come play Happy Endings with us.
See Brogan.me/. Join us. Now we can do this. We can do this also from the audience. So if you're here and you're being a little shy, this is like Fight Club. I guess I'll ask you. Well, Kerry, ladies first. Why don't you ask a question?
Sure. Okay. I could literally sit at my desk all day and blank.
I didn't immediately have a dirty thought for that one.
You
I
wouldn't.
was just gonna say fart. Like, some days
All
depending on what I've
day?
eaten,
Like,
all
what do
day.
you run out?
Try to remember my password.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
I could literally sit at my desk all day and do nothing. I think that's what I would say. Not a damn thing. And then be like, what just happened to the last 8 hours? So
I could sit at my desk all day and no answers from the audience just yet.
if you're popping in and you don't know what we're doing, we're playing Happy Endings.
And there's no wrong answer.
There is no wrong answer. From Loaded Questions creator Eric Poses, Happy Endings is like his more adult game. So we're not playing it correctly, but we're just asking some questions. And Tim Kitzrow of NBA Jam fame is here to commentate and choose his favorite answer.
Hey, Tim, Ben Dempsey just came in the room. Ben has definitely, oops, sorry. Carrie, you touch it. I'm not touching it.
Okay.
Ben was doing another completely different career. He's working in physical therapy, occupational therapy, and he just put his shingle out as a voice talent. And I figured now that you're a legendary voice talent with some decades of experience and wisdom, what do you give people for advice out there, especially ones who are starting out? What do you think they need to know to get out there and become person of the voice talent world?
Interesting. So he's in physical therapy and he's got shingles. He threw a disc out. What happened? I'd recommend a chiropractor. It's easy in today's world because any fool can walk into Best Buy or Guitar Center and buy a decent mic for $200 or less, and get a hold of some stuff that you like. If you're into sports or you're into gaming, whatever thing you think you're into as a voiceover guy, watch commercials, tape them, so you can have them actually at your computer. And redo them in your own style. So anybody can make their own demo tape. Just, find stuff that you think that you have the voice for, like tonight's matchup or whatever it is,
I love that you're like, I'm working this side of the street.
Welcome. This is NBC Nightly News. Today in Iraq, the parliament are Barack Obama. Drunken, Tom Brokaw or something, or just play. Just it's a sandbox. You got to plug your mic in and just play. And then hit record. I've got GarageBand, which I use for most of my stuff, even the stuff I've done for NBA stadiums on their jumbotrons. It's all captured on this Yeti mic, Bluetooth mic and GarageBand. So
how are we off the rails this early?
I don't know what I'm doing, but anyway, good luck, Ben, and hope your career takes off.
Play Happy Endings with us, Ben.
Here we go. Here's the next somewhat naughty question that you were supposed to answer.
We need some naughty background music too.
I know.
I know you guys have trouble with the software
with things. You're trouble with
stuff,
things.
But we need that kind of not the cliched, porn music, but just some kind of little sexy smooth jazz or something that gives it that after dark feel. But
we will do it
we're
again.
We're gonna bring that up at the board meeting next week.
We will do this again, and we will do it better.
Next question. What do you got?
I'll have a glittery backdrop and everything.
Yes, you need a sexy backdrop.
I do.
I have one. It's just not yet hung up, so it's not so well hung, but I have glitter.
Oh, nice.
Gary glitter.
I have a black sequin one.
Hey! Bow down. All right, we got a little pop box going. Kerry, hit us with your next question. Let's see who wants to play.
Backpack Show After Dark. Are you going to ask one, Chris?
I am. The only thing straight men love more than breasts is
looking at them.
I want to say beer,
touching them,
but it's so stereotypical and untrue.
Yeah, I don't like beer more than breasts.
Yeah,
but it just popped into my head.
For men, it's DNA, right? If you're a scientist and you're studying rats and you're looking at rats under a slide all day, parts rat cells. But if you're a man, a breast aficionado, you got to look at all the breasts, right? There's never I might as well just look at a few more here.
Andy says frottage.
Yeah,
so dairy.
Which, by the way, that's got to be the first time that word has ever been typed into LinkedIn.
It's entirely possible. So
yeah,
it's sometimes, and this is going to surprise people, I don't have much of a filter. So now that we're on the Backpack Show After Dark,
hey,
whatever pops into my head pops into my head.
Just an idea. We should have invited Governor Cuomo on for a guest. Good spot for him to clear his name and that last question about the breast, which I'm probably going to be sued for. So.
I feel like he's more of an ass man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ooh, Cuomo?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, gee, when he harassed me. Okay. I hope one day to be wealthy enough to blank.
Pay off all my accusers.
Wow, that's pretty rich. I don't know.
That went pretty quick, didn't it?
I hope one day.
Buy a timeshare.
Really?
That's good money invested. Yeah.
Okay,
I got real close to that years ago. I put a raffle in at a sporting event, and they said, "You've won a color TV." I couldn't believe it. All you have to do is show up at this hotel 3 weeks from now, and they guaranteed you a 19-inch, 400-pound TV. Then they get you into a room, and they've got balloons and sparkling wine and people celebrating, and they put you inside a fake airliner and show you pictures of the most glorious locations. This could be yours. And how much are you willing to put down today, Tim? You mean if I was employed? And then, it was a couple hundred a month, and I was that close to getting suckered in by their scam. They said, well, you've got 48 hours to reverse this if you change your mind. So I signed like an idiot.
Oh my God. And then
back in like 1990. And I went home and thought about it, asked some other people, and realized it was like the scam of all scams. It was news to me. I'd never even really.
But did you get the TV, Tim?
And I got on the phone with the guy, and he goes, yeah, well, why don't you want to do it? Why don't you want to sign? Well, you signed already. And I said, well, I really don't want to sign. Well, you signed already. And I said, can I talk to your boss? He goes, no. It was, then he finally got him. It was like the closer came in, and he just stayed at me for another 20 minutes, turning the screws. So yeah, I'd invest in timeshares.
But did you get your TV?
I did not.
Oh man.
No, it was phishing scam.
I hope one day to be wealthy enough to ignore people's opinions.
Ignore people's opinions. I like that.
I mean, I do it now most of the time, but occasionally you're like obligated to listen to people's opinions because they pay you or whatever.
Right.
I would like to not have to do that. To leave the royal family. How rich you got to be to leave the royal family? I don't know.
Harry and Meghan, no. I don't know.
Hello, Bob Collins. I think Bob should come and play Happy Endings with us. We are playing Happy Endings from the creator of Loaded Questions, Eric Poses. Created this game, which is a little more like grown up, and it has a whole bunch of rules that we are ignoring completely. And we're kind of treating it sort of like naughty loaded questions, I guess. But we have Tim Kitzrow with us.
Probably not a great first date night game, though.
It could be like the best.
Yeah.
First date night game.
It could go either way, couldn't it?
I think.
Again, like most.
Like most first dates.
Yeah.
Eric Tung. Oh my God.
Eric Tung, that's a great question. What I like about that intro is I like when Kerry looks over and I look like I'm frustrated with her. That's my favorite part of the intro.
You always look like that, but I don't know why you're frustrated with me. I'm like, what are you doing playing that intro again?
As many times as I can.
And then he played it once in the morning, and I was like, it's not this show. So let's do it. Let's play. There's
another question. We ready?
Okay. We need other people to come play with us.
What can I say? No one's joining.
Come play with. We didn't give them warning. In fairness, we were just like, we're gonna play.
Didn't.
We did it.
Sophia. Hi. I'm a very big host, so it works out.
Tim Kitzrow forever. Yes.
Oh yes. Rayon Ellie. That's right. The NBA Jam, the book, Mastermind and Genius.
Author of NBA Jam, the book. Rayon, you should come and play Happy Endings.
Come play this game with us, Rayon. We need you, buddy.
I think you should. So Bob Collins,
just got this shot.
It's join us.
Brogan.me/join us.
/join us. And I'll take just a second and tell everybody, if you are running low on toys, you can get 10% off at the Nasty American, courtesy of former Backpack Show guest Sharon Paul, by using the code BACKPACK when you check out.
The Nasty American.
Spring for that really fancy thing you've always wanted.
Well, and the question that goes with that. I would never masturbate with blank.
A cactus.
She runs a sex toy show. So.
A cactus.
Oh, putting the baby to bed, says Rayon, so he can't come on and play. Bring the baby.
Oh, the baby's going to sleep.
Sophia,
come back.
The nice people at StreamYard spent a lot of money putting that ad everywhere, and it made me super famous. So
you're so funny. All right, come play with us. So I said a cactus.
All right.
With other guests in the room, Like
Eric Tung's joining us. So
you don't play like that, huh? We got
Eric,
you.
baby.
I don't know what
Here's
I'm
the
doing.
question.
We're playing happy
masturbate
endings.
with. You have to answer that question.
I've never
I would
what?
never masturbate with.
A
Blank.
pineapple.
I said a cactus. It's like pretty similar.
Cactus, yeah.
We should party.
what's the stand-up comic guy that got in trouble doing that with the other comedians?
Louis C.K.?
Yeah, Louis C.K. That's that.
Yeah.
He needs to answer.
He wasn't using props though. He was just like, "Do you want to watch me work it?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "No." I
I
was like,
well,
"You
then-
sure?"
then-
He was
then
like
he-
selling a timeshare, but the
then he just-
timeshare was watching him
that's-
whack it.
He's the correct answer. I would never masturbate with Louis C.K. in the room.
I would never masturbate with a hangover, says Andy. That might be the best time, Andy. Just depends.
That would be a really sorrowful masturbation, wouldn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
my head. Oh.
After making pico de gallo.
Play happy endings. Okay. Never
Pico de
underestimate the seductive powers of blank.
Beard.
Beard. I mean, on women, like whatever your thing is, I guess.
Bearded ladies.
Nice. So,
Never underestimate the seductive power of what, Kerry?
Of a short man in a big Corvette.
Yes.
a guy who knows what he wants. That's what I would say. A guy who knows what he wants. Because I think a lot of men, they think, I don't know, I'm going to generalize, but like, seems to me that they think chivalry means like always just yielding to whatever the woman wants. But every once in a while, a woman wants a guy to be like, tonight, this is happening.
You know what I want you to do, Carrie? I want you to wait in line at the Starbucks for me while I sit in the car.
See?
That's so sexy.
You know what you want.
Really such a turn on.
You're such a dom, Tim Kitzrow.
Yeah.
Beer goggles. When I first drank, like in college, which obviously I was old enough, let's just say that I beer goggled myself one night. I was like, I look pretty cute. This is nice.
Wow.
I'm having a good night.
We just shared that detail the other day that mirrors, what is it? We think we're 75% more attractive than we truly are when we look at
Five
mirrors.
times more attractive.
Oh, 5 times. Pardon me.
Wow.
Math's
Yes.
hard.
Wow.
Hi, Bob
Apparently,
Collins.
people
Hola,
looking at themselves
people.
in the mirror think that they are 5 times more attractive than they are. So that's interesting. Kip says brilliant women. Oh, that's a very good answer.
Oh, well done, well done. Playing
Very
to the audience.
The audience of me. So we are playing happy endings from the maker of Loaded Questions, and we're not playing it right. I just want to warn everybody. We're doing it for fun. Mr. Collins, did you say Tim Kitzrow is here? Did you see?
Hey, Bob Collins.
Say hi to Tim Kitzrow.
How are you?
We're good, my good man, my good people, my good evening, my good after dark.
Now we're going to get to know Bob Collins in a whole new way.
Oh, and here's the question to do it. Everybody get ready. I can't wait to hear Kip
I'm
Meacham's
so
answer
ready.
to this one. The worst place I have ever been naked is.
Grandma's.
Nice.
Wow.
I didn't say what age, but you know.
It was like last week or
Or he could have been like, 5 months or something. Or swapping the diapers. Eric Tung, what's the worst place you've ever been naked?
Cooking bacon?
Ooh,
that. I feel like that's risky.
Yeah.
You like oil on you or something.
Tim Kitzrow, I'm a little uncomfortable with that.
A little unsettling, that sort of line of questioning. But I actually, when I was about 15, I was going to go to a secret party across the street, and we had it all set up that about 2 a.m. Their parents were gone. They were going to wake me up. How do they wake you up back in the old days? We tied a string to my finger, and a popsicle stick dropped it out the window. So they came and tugged on that about 2 a.m. I got up, went over to their house, but it took me so long to get outside because when I went downstairs, my parents came up from the basement and I had to hide under the table like in a sitcom while they sat there and had a very involved, intimate discussion about disciplining us or something. I was literally underneath their feet. And I went over to the party. By that time, it was about 3:30. The lights were out, so I had to come back in. And my plan was, in case I got caught coming back in, I would take all my clothes off, throw it up on the roof where my bedroom was, and pretend that I was just putting the cat out. I sleep in my underwear, and we often like, get the cat out, Timmy, put the cat out. So I would quickly go in the door, and if I was caught, I go, I was just putting the cat out. And as I was going up the door, my dad saw me through the window, 15 years old, in my Montgomery Ward's underwear. And he opens the door and he goes, what were you doing? I went, I was going to a party over at Monique's house. In your underwear at 3 a.m.? No, it's not. That's not what. No, that's no. You got it messed up here.
I was putting Monique out.
Yeah,
I mean, I was going to a party at the cat's house.
Did not go over well.
Tim, did you just like find the the lost John Hughes script?
Yeah. Oh man, my life was one thing after another like that. Yep.
In the living room.
But it was a good plan, wasn't it? You have to admit how you were going to get in at 3 a.m. if you got caught in your underwear. You couldn't have possibly been anywhere at a party or doing something bad if you're in your underwear. It was seamless, airtight.
Pretend you're sleepwalking.
Like Law and Order, Columbo couldn't have solved it.
You've never taken a lying seminar.
Timing was
you could
this
have been
far
like
off.
sleepwalking. So I used to do shows in college. Like I was one of those drama geeks at a business school, and they had our costumes were all in this room they called Panama because like we had to run in there for a quick change during Arsenic and Old Lace, and we're like to Panama, and that's where we went. But so it's just like this crammed full of junk closet in the back of a classroom, and so you had to change. If you didn't want everybody seeing you, either in the bathroom or in there. And the bathroom was like all full of people doing bathroomy things. So I changed in there. I was convinced like the whole world was going to come through looking for props while I was in there without apparel. So
getting dangerously close to those dreams where we find ourselves in our underwear in the schoolyard or at work or something.
And it was literally the back of a classroom. It was like... It was sketchy
here's another crazy thing. I went to a military school for 4 years, and when you went swimming, at least back in those days, believe it or not, all guys you swam naked. Like through 7th or 8th grade. If you were on the swim team, obviously different. But during gym class, if you were swimming, you swam naked. And I think a lot of folks from my generation, they have stories like that. So we had a day where you got to invite a friend. It was like to show them the campus, whatever, to get new people to school. And so I showed up with my friends and walked down the pool completely naked to everybody wearing bathing suits because it was like bring a friend day and whatever. And so
Tim, I just think you had an interesting counselor. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Just to walk out at a swimming pool completely naked. Hey guys, we do it every week. Come on, it's not so weird.
That's the way you do it. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Public school too, Troy, New York, swam naked and got paddled by Mr. Wagner with a big shellacked wooden paddle when you came out if you were screwing off in the showers.
You really got paddled.
Yeah, you got really
with a
paddled.
real paddle.
Hey, Kitzrow, come over here. Ow!
But you remember Mr. Wagner is definitely...
everybody remembers Mr. Wagner, that sadistic...
I bet they do.
Beep, beep, beep. Yep.
Yikes.
All right, let's get some more risque questions.
All right, I'm working on it. Okay. I would never go to a themed orgy where the theme was blank. I love this because, it implies that you would go to some other kind. But let's leave that out of this.
Themed orgies is already a phrase I'm like replaying in my head.
The Oedipus Debate Club.
Oh my God. Bob Collins. We're playing Happy Endings with Bob Collins and Tim Kitzrow and Eric Tung and Chris Brogan. And we're finding out I would never go to a themed orgy where the theme was
Pinocchio and Disney characters.
Nice.
I must never tell a lie again and again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my nose just keeps getting in the way. Could you move a little bit this way?
He was probably very popular, actually.
Oh, yeah, you're well.
At...
Okay.
7 says 8-inch, huh?
They're like, lie to me, lie to me.
Hey, be honest with me, Pinocchio. You ever been to an orgy before? Sure, lots of times. What? Well, I like you more and more the more we talk.
Your financial portfolio looks great.
Ouch. All right,
Is this why it's
a
that
good win.
dark show right here?
Yes.
Greco-Roman
Right
wrestling.
here?
Yes,
This
this
is
is exactly why.
Greco-Roman wrestling theme.
Oh, no.
Doesn't sound like a good invite.
80s action movies.
Yeah.
Really,
Predator,
I would absolutely go to that orgy.
Yeah,
I I wouldn't. I think like
I
16th
got that coming
century
up next
French,
Thursday. I mean, come
16th
on.
century French poetry. I'd be like pass. But action movies, I would go.
Cobra.
80s action, maybe. I don't know.
Accounting and
catch me
audits.
right-
There's an orgy.
Wow, that's a good theme. I mean, at
Oh,
least you know what
accounting
to
and audits.
expect.
Ooh, that's harsh.
That will attract a certain niche audience, I think. I mean, you
Yeah. I mean, if there are furries out there, yeah.
I don't know. All furries love accounting. That's a generalization. That's offensive.
My furry
have
friends
more?
might argue.
You have more happy ending questions? Chris
I have
Brogan.
tons. I have tons.
Let's
You
play.
know, I was thinking that, the makers of these cups, it would be so cool if they'd make a whole collection of them that just said going somewhere.
Solo cups? Why?
Going somewhere. What's the name of this cup?
Solo.
Going somewhere solo. Come on, this is what Greedo says in the bar.
Going somewhere.
Come on.
Going somewhere.
That was
All
so
I
bad.
ever think, this is so boring for After Dark, but I only ever think about the fact that they kept like the patent number on those cups years after it had expired. And so there's like a dude that sued them because that's all he does is find patents that are expired and you pretend they're not expired and he sues you for money and he friggin' gets it. So
He's
Yeah.
not invited to the 80s action movie. No.
no,
He's not
no,
invited.
for sure not. But he's
it
like,
would-
it's hot is suing people for expired patents.
So here's a question. This
Into
is
it.
not for all of our recovering friends, but it would be really fun to get drunk and or stoned with who?
Oh my God.
My clerk at the DMV. Do you have another form of ID? Do that. Have a shot of this.
He's like, I know you, Mr.
Oh, I
and you
feel
get
like
your
I'm-
next license says Boomshakalaka on it.
Mrs. Sabowitz, wherever she is. I don't know.
Yeah, traffic court guy. Oh, now I can totally see where you're coming from. Those stupid cops, they're just trying to just make their quota. This is ridiculous. Give me another shot of that.
I feel like
would never
Dolly-
want to
Ladies
get
from
drunk
my
or
junior
stoned
high.
with Chris Brogan.
Oh.
Oh,
I
come
mean,
on.
I love you. I love you guys drunk. I'm a great drunk. That's what
Okay.
I told
Keith
my uncle.
Richards.
Stumble Jay.
Everybody got their cups, but they ain't chipped in.
It's got to be a movie quote.
Yes.
It's got to be.
Dolly Parton. I think she would be super fun.
Alan Rickman.
Willie
I
Nelson.
love him. I mean, we
Willie.
could keep going.
That's on Mondays through Mondays.
Yeah,
I think
that's
this
just called
qualifies
Seeing
as
Willie
sucking
Nelson.
up, Leslie. And if you're gonna suck up, you should do it in person. So I'm not the only woman in here. So come play Happy
Come play the
Endings
game.
if you
Bring it
want to
up.
suck up. That's my advice.
But that says she didn't want to get drunk with me. I don't know what that's about.
I agree with Chris Brogan right there.
No, you're sucking up. Stop it. There'll be no
Alright,
living with him
hold
after
on, I got-
this.
Harlan Ellison.
What?
Harlan Ellison. Wow. That is a deep nerd cut, but I like
Oh
it.
boy.
Wait,
Happy
wait.
Endings for Nerds
Oh.
coming out next year.
Andy Foot points out Helen Mirren. So I guess we could get that Caligula on.
And because I can't come to a show and not bring out some kiki thing.
Hang on, Bob.
What do you got
Hang
there?
on. Dangerous
Oh,
Visions
nice.
by Harlan Ellison.
This is
Look at you.
about this whole thing of great crazy stories back in the mid '60s.
You awesome nerd.
That's around the time that Bradbury was doing his things like October Country and all that. So that's a specific time in sci-fi and speculative fiction, as they called it.
That's
You're
what we talk
such
about
a
after
super
dark.
nerd.
The Backpack Show After Dark is so much sexier than the regular Backpack Show.
When I watch porn, all I can think is blank.
Oh, I love Match Game.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, Gene Rayburn.
Gene Rayburn, a little what was it? Charles Nelson Riley and
Oh, put a chef's hat on me and call me a baker. Oh, I used to work in that town. They all came back after like 3 martini lunches. They would tape like 10 shows a day. I found out that's how they did it. So they said they were all just smashed by the end of it. They were smashed by when they woke up. But good.
that was my first introduction to Nipsey Russell.
Oh, great stuff. Yeah. All right. So
Nobody wants to say, when I watch porn, all I can think is blank. All I can think is,
Oh, that was an actual question. Okay.
she can't even bend her elbows. Like there's so much plastic in there.
It's cold in here. Do you mind if I use your wooden leg for the fire?
Oh my god.
Did I lock the door?
Oh, I love Jane's answer, even though I'm not sure what it means. Brett.
Maybe she has a favorite actor. Don't judge her.
I
No,
know.
I'm not sure we should bring Teddy Ruxpin into this.
I think I saw this one before.
Oh, this one has a bad plot.
That really?
Eric Tung, I'm listening. Eric Tung, what's your
Bad
answer?
plot. Is that what he said?
I'd say maybe.
Brett Somers.
Am I on my work computer or my personal one?
Oh, nice.
Wow. But by then it's too late. You're committed, so you might as well
Yeah.
At least for another.
Yeah.
Lean in.
yeah. I mean, it's already over. So
I made
you
a
got to
joke.
get that VPN. NordVPN should sponsor the Backpack Show After Dark.
Because if it all goes to the same IP address, it's over for you anyway. So
It's so true. It's so true.
I
made
think
the
is
joke
that
that-
bigger than the Johnsonville sausage?
Better be.
You nerd. You're like, I want this enormous wiener from Johnsonville.
let's not go down the Seth Rogen road, okay?
Hey, another Tim Kitzrow fan swings by. Joseph Tresca.
He is the
Hey,
best.
Joe
I
Tresca.
totally agree.
Joe Tresca, superstar game maker.
Wow.
So I think that sounds like someone who should come on the Backpack Show.
you
He
should come
he
on.
Will. Yeah, well, we got a surprise for you guys coming up. Yeah, he's got a great new game that I'm going to be involved with.
Oh, let's do it. You could come back. You should
Oh,
both
we
come
gotta
back.
do it.
Like come together.
Tease.
Okay.
Gotta do it.
One Halloween costume that should be made sexy is blank.
The janitor.
Sexy janitor.
Nice.
The sexy janitor.
I'm gonna say
SpongeBob.
the lunch lady.
Yeah, exactly the same one.
I saw one that
Same
was
idea.
sexy PPE, and it was like a cropped top, like gown. So it didn't even make sense. It's like, why would you have a crop top, like plastic gown?
Maybe she's vaccinated. You don't know.
Oh yeah, that would be.
Like have like a thing out of her arm, like a syringe. She's like, it's okay. I'm vaccinated. I don't need to like
Nice.
wear PPE.
The sexy executioner.
I'm sure
Well-
they have plenty of sexecutioners out there at the BDSM parties.
You die with a smile on your face. That's what I call a happy ending.
Now you're just taking me places. Hang on a second. There's a
Well, what's the name of the game again? What?
Happy endings.
Okay, there you
A
go.
devilishly fun game from start to finish.
When was it exactly that every costume for 20-year-old women at nightclubs became naughty this, naughty that, naughty? Everything became naughty. Everybody was naughty.
Underdog?
The naughty fire hydrant.
1980s, 90s, but all of a sudden it wasn't just naughty nurse, it wasn't naughty school teacher, it was naughty everything.
Naughty pack
Naughty
of
lunch
cigarettes.
lady, like you said.
Naughty convict.
Yeah. Yeah.
When's Naughty Tim Kitzrow coming out? Did you license that yet, or
No, we're not going to do that.
oh. You want to keep that one to yourself?
Naughty DM. Well, the naughty postal clerk, naughty DMV. It's like when you go to those places, like couldn't I just have one person that's not, well, I don't want to. Yeah, it's not fair to say.
Right, because you gotta have to renew your license
There's
sometime.
someone who cares about their job. Just a little sex appeal, like hello, hi. You don't even need a sexy anything on. But I'll tell you, I've had it with my DMVs and my civil servants at the post office walking away from me.
A naughty tax accountant.
Yes.
They get excited about debits and credits.
So we talked about the sex executioner, and someone said sexecutioner, but what you did not know is that is a song by Guar.
Oh, nice. We can't hear it if you were trying.
I know.
You
I
purposely
had it.
make it so we can't.
It's not exactly the most beloved sound.
Oh,
Oh,
it's right up there with the Brady Bunch Up with People. I love it.
that was a themed orgy.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Guar, I need to point out, is a Richmond, Virginia-based art band.
Wedding band.
A wedding
yes.
band. They
They're
do
an art
themed
project.
orgies as well.
Yes.
And they most
And bat
definitely
mitzvahs.
have the song The Sexecutioner, which is a great song off the album Scumdogs of the Universe.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I actually have to dip on. Dip on. Thank you guys.
Oh, see
All
Eric.
right, Eric. See you later.
He's gonna go roller
You're in
derby.
trouble. You're in trouble with the old lady, aren't you?
Yeah, she just heard "Scum Dogs of the
Yeah.
Universe" and said, "I'm gonna wait a bit."
That Sexecutioner wedding band thing would be a perfect kind of John Hughes kind of thing. You know, they show up by mistake at the wedding, the $1 million stuffy rich guy's wedding, North Shore. Who signed
And
this
everybody
band?
ends up loving it.
That's right up with a loaded.
Dancing at the end.
Yeah.
Like the uptight stepmom gets really
Yep,
into
she
it.
rips her
and, like,
clothes off.
yeah.
They start dancing. He plays air
Totally.
guitar, and they sign the deal with the in-laws that they were going to go the other ways, but now they're best friends.
That's it. We wrote it.
That's the B side of American Pie, isn't it?
We're gonna get royalties for this movie when it comes out, right?
We are playing
That's
the
what it's
game.
like in Hollywood. You come up with an idea like that, you know, we'd have it on the pitch tomorrow morning. It'd be a green light.
That's how movies get made.
It all depends on what they have in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
You're so
We're
right.
playing the game Happy Endings by Eric Poses by Tim Kitzrow. By Eric Poses, commentary by Tim Kitzrow. Here's my next question that everyone needs to answer. All my lovers call me an expert at.
Why would you ask that? I
All
don't
my
talk.
lovers
My
call me an
ex-lovers get a
expert
big
at-
bucket and never frickin' talk to me again. How do I know what they say about me?
Talk to the hand.
The Broganator 2 Judgment Day still in development.
Hasta la vista,
Non-commitment.
Bobby.
No.
Non-commitment.
From a distance. No.
Let me call you an Uber.
blush. You made Bob Collins blush.
Oh no,
Yeah.
mine's in. Let me call you an Uber.
You're an Uber.
You call
Expert
him an Uber. Y'all are so much nicer than me. I'm an expert at freezing you out permanently. I would never expect a sex shop to sell blank.
Taco.
Tacos. I was gonna say razzles,
Yeah.
but yeah. I guess they could sell razzles.
Tacos.
I would never expect a sex shop to sell blank.
Wow.
Succulents. I mean, so many things. Depends on the taco.
That's on the taco.
Naughty animal balloons.
They're all snakes.
A clown doing erotic balloons in the front of the shop.
Hey, VHS tapes, 10 for $1, and get your naughty doggy balloon.
Got your Betamax right here.
I want to change my answer. I want to get high with Tim Kitzrow.
Aren't we?
Halfway there.
No, just imagine though.
Isn't
Just
halfway there.
Hey, did you get the blow-up doll I sent you?
Yeah, that was a great idea for my birthday.
Well, did you blow it up yet?
Well, I put a pretty good leak in it, but it said it was good for up to 400 pounds of pressure per square inch, so I don't know, it's pretty durable.
oh man,
Oh, the visuals along with that comment.
Bibles.
Bibles.
Wouldn't expect a sex
Oh,
shop
yeah.
to sell earwax remover. I feel like maybe Joseph, you need that bit of sex shop. I don't know.
If you're if you're at a sex shop and a nose
Right?
trimmer,
I mean, it depends how imminent the adventure is, but
taco truck outside the store.
I want to take care of that.
Cookie Puss and Tribbles.
Fudgy the whale.
Forging oil.
Bibles.
The
This
biblical.
is good.
Yeah,
For the
Bibles.
guilty Catholic leaving. Yeah, I'm going to need a couple of these.
They need like a confessional right there outside the shop. So you like put your stuff in the car and then go to the
The
confessional.
Catholic confessional mobile parked
Yes.
outside the peep show.
Yes. John Waters' repent pamphlets. Yes.
And then you realize afterwards that guy was not even
No.
affiliated with the church.
Yeah.
Who did I
That's where
just
he learned it.
tell?
That's where he learned it from. So come on.
Who did I just tell all that stuff to?
I'm gonna go with a mini trampoline.
Okay.
How big's
Creative.
a mini trampoline?
I don't want the sex store to sell mini trampolines. I mean, come on.
What if you need them?
Wow.
Certain scenarios, maybe.
Huffy seats.
I don't know
What's
what you're
Smo-
into.
Smoothies.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Coconut smoothies.
Mhm.
Plushies? I don't know. Finger
Pictures of
puppets?
my family.
Maybe they're in the litho. Like, do you ever see picture frames and like the litho is some random family?
And that's everything you got. Okay.
You don't have any control over where those end up. You don't.
Selling your credit card number.
Oh God. Do you want to ask one more, Chris?
Let's
Show
ask
after dark.
one more.
That nativity set, says Double Judge.
That's
An erotic nativity set.
That's next year's naughty Halloween costume.
At Spencer's.
The naughty nativity scene.
You know, there's kind of a theme to these. I've
Oh,
noticed.
Joseph.
Stop it. Oh, my son is watching. Don't watch
there
this,
we
honey.
go. Definitely watch it. Oh, that's a really weird question. The question is literally just butts equal.
That's a question?
It just says butts equal. I'm like, all right, Eric.
I
like
think
that
that's
one.
a recipe. They're talking about equal the sweetener, a straw or something.
Yeah.
It's a,
4 pounds of butter.
yeah.
What equals-
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's my question. So I would never have sex with someone who just blank. Ate all of Elizabeth and Stubble Judge's tacos. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, let's go back to the tacos again. We're not.
I'm going to hell for laughing at that. That's Catholic, Joseph?
Catholic much. Yeah, I had a little Mexican dinner once before an opportunity, and that was not good for me.
That's, I can see
So
that.
you're answering on behalf of the woman in that scenario.
Yes, I am.
It's like, I would
feel
not
for
do
that.
that again.
Well, I also did not want to do any of that again. My
I would say
Independent thereof.
someone who like just applied ointment for a rash.
oh, nice.
You should maybe not do that. Maybe don't partake. Right, Joseph?
I would never have sex with someone who just blank.
And calamine lotion.
Right? Because I feel like you need to keep a respectful distance till that kicks in.
Just made bail.
Stole my shopping cart at Walmart.
That son of a bitch. Stubble Judge says
I will never eat you.
anyone who voted against the most recent important stimulus to empower Americans to kickstart this tired economy.
Please check here, here, and here.
Hey, before we do this, I have to know about your stance on stimulus checks.
Do you
I'm
get
very stimulated by that.
Like, you're so hot, but
Really, indeed.
can we
but
talk about stimulus?
Are you a hanging Chad or a full Chad?
What about minimum wage increases?
What do you think about masks?
What do you think about pay increase?
Latex masks.
What about school lunch subsidies? Talk about. Hey, baby, it's time for a stimulus check.
A bucket of beef ravioli.
We were off the rails from the beginning, so
As you
Wow.
should. As you should.
there are so many more questions. We're not playing this like technically correctly, just so you know. There's
It's all
whole
about the
set of rules.
conversation starter.
a whole
It
set
is a
of
great
rules
game,
we are
yeah.
blatantly ignoring. So check out Happy Endings from the makers of Loaded Questions, Eric Poses. It comes with a whole lot of very fun things for you to do with some of your more mature friends. Or immature but of
You're
age.
immature
Exactly.
as the case may be.
Exactly.
Immature but of age. No more theme music happening tonight, Christopher.
Are you making something up? Oh, you don't even know. Well, special thanks to Tim Kitzrow for coming on and doing commentary. Special thanks for Mr. Bob Collins for coming and spending some time with us. Carrie, thanks for being here as always.
And Eric Tung.
And Eric Tung got up on the screen. Not too many people got on the screen tonight. Very shy crowd today.
Well, surprised they didn't want to answer those questions.
Not
They're all,
they're
they're all at various themed orgies right now.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, they're at the 90s one.
Yeah.
You don't want to mix up like the Tarts and Vickers with the 80s action movies orgy people because it's like a very strange combination.
No, they're all hanging out with Dick Vitale. Hey, yeah, baby.
It's like a Marvel Universe orgy.
I have one non-sexy game question for Tim Kitzrow. Out of all the different types of impersonations you like to do, what's your go-to? What's your like absolute have to do it, love to do it impersonation?
Well, it was like a Harry Carey before everybody started doing it, but I was never interested in doing the realistic Harry Carey. It was just all about his crazy energy. Like, hey, did you know that Steve Stone was showing me his Madonna on his wall as a crucifix?
I said, how'd you get that? He goes, Bowie Coon. That's my Cy Young Award. I said, what did Bowie Coon crucifix Cy Young? What did he ever do to him? And just Harry Carey can go off in a different direction. That's my crucifix. Harry Carey.
Sophia asks, what made me start the backpack show?
She asked twice. She really wants to know.
Really want to know. So not the After Dark show, but what made me start the real one was gunpoint. I was held at gunpoint.
That's
and they,
untrue.
They were from Guam, and they said, if I keep saying bad things about Guam, then it's over.
No. Wow. That is inaccurate.
We wanted to shine the light on some people that don't normally get the light shined on them.
What happened was Johnsonville Sausage gave Chris a bag of money and said, do a show.
And have some put some
sausages in. That's
what happened. 4 months in.
Here we are, still doing it. And I have many sausage coupons, actually. Tim Kitzrow, for appearing tonight on the Backpack Show After Dark, you're going to get a butt ton of sausage coupons. So, like it or not.
I've got some expired Groupon coupons for you guys if you're interested.
Totally. Yes.
Happy Ending Massage Parlor located just off the Beltway.
Original brats.
Down by Lordcraft Hall. Yeah.
All guests that appear on the Backpack Show After Dark receive Johnsonville sausage strips.
All right.
And midnight tomorrow, and you also receive
10% off anything you want to buy at the nastyamerican.com.
Use the code backpack.
Totally true.
That was the stripper's name during the Pride Parade.
Nasty American.
The Johnsonville sausage stripper.
All right. We have bad theme music ready.